Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we are going to be discussing my Wave 3 massive gear update, so stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Now, as you can see, there is a boatload of gear, and I don't know if the big elephant in the room, but today is election day for our country, and I thought it was rather fitting that I got a whole bunch of stuff in the mail on election day. It was kind of like telling me, get ready. Now, what I have before is a lot of gear. Most of this came in from BattlBox. Now, that BattlBox is actually not sponsoring this video. I actually had to pay for the welcome box myself. And for anybody who's wondering, like, well, didn't your wife just lose her main job at Amazon and you just made a huge video about it? Yes, that actually happened. But what happened is I bought this before she lost her job. Like, as soon as the Mission 20 came out, I went ahead and picked it up to get started for the next month. And then I was like, oh, I get a welcome box instead. However, it kind of just worked out that way. So once the money was already kind of spent and we already had a paycheck or two after that, I was like, well, I'm kind of stuck with it. It's a buttload of gear. Screw it, I'm just going to let it ride this month. Now, unless I get to talk to BattlBox and they decide to start sponsoring my videos, I probably won't be able to do another BattlBox review. But what I will be doing in this video is actually taking a lot of this gear out and setting things up for you. But without wasting any more time, let's jump to the tabletop and go over all these items one by one. Alright, first on the table are some awesome pieces of gear and kit from my really good friend Brandon over at Red Rhino Customs. He has these beautiful ferro rods, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. He put some epic handles on them. This one is actually going to be thrown into my 25,000 subscriber giveaway that's going to be coming up just for you guys. So that was actually a sponsored piece of kit that he sent in for me. And this is actually a foraging pouch that is sporting a nice leather strap all the way around, so you can attach it to your belt, or if you have a cool rig setup for like a knife, you could use this as a foraging pouch for an outdoor survival knife. It's got a spot for a ferro rod, and also this foraging pouch is huge, and it's actually protective lined, so it is water resistant. So while you're collecting your dry tinder and whatnot, you're actually not putting yourself in a situation where you're going to ruin or dampen your tinder. This is actually a slab of 5160 that was bar stock that I have been forging out myself. This is my first forged knife, and this is day one. Keyword, day one. I was doing this last night. I still have about 3 or 4 days worth of work to do, a lot of cleanup and grinding and I'm gonna drop the handle, I'm gonna point this temp down, I'm gonna make it look really sweet. But I'm having a lot of fun. I was out at my buddy Tobin Nieto's house. You guys saw the Viking Sax video. He's the one who's been helping me learn how to forge, and let me tell you what, this has been an awesome experience learning how to do this so far. I'm actually going to be going out tonight to finish this up, and once this knife is cleaned up and all pretty, it will be available for sale so I can pay my bills. Next up, I have some Potassium Permanganate and vegetable glycerin. They're explosive! That's all you need to know. You're going to see a video on this really soon. The Aquamira Frontier Water Filtration Straw. Very similar to like the Life Straw and whatnot, but I got this in the mail. I'm actually not sure who this is from. It's like my third one, but I'm really excited for this. It's kind of cool. I just actually have almost enough for my entire family. What? Goodies from OLIGHT? Heck yeah. They just sent this in to me. This is their new H1 Nova headlamp. This was inspired off their S1R baton, and I was kind of goofing around with this this morning and last night, and let me tell you what, you are going to love the review that I'm going to be doing for this. You're probably going to see some reviews come out before mine actually hits it, but I promise you're not going to want to miss this video because I'm going to put this flashlight through hell. I have been wanting a kit like this for a long time. This is the Get Home Alive Advanced Kit from Wild Hedgehog Tactical. And for anybody who doesn't know these guys, they are the guys who actually did the Ouch Pouch for Tac-Pack, the subscription box that I actually reviewed last month. And I actually went out of my way to contact them and ask them about, hey, I decided to go online, I saw your medical kits, you got some awesome stuff that I wanted to be getting some training on and get my family worked up on to help us better prepare for emergencies, and I really think it's something that's very lacking in survival and outdoor preparedness channels, or, you know, preppers in general. A lot of them talk about, you know, medical kits, but they really don't dive into it, and I want to raise a lot more awareness on it. So they were like, yes, we will send you this kit. We really appreciate you wanting to, you know, raise awareness to your viewers and everything about the importance of a really solid medical kit. Up is a gorgeous little collaboration knife between myself and James Hughes. You're actually going to see a knife making video on this knife and its twin coming up tomorrow on the channel. But this is a hand-stitched custom leather sheath with a nice steel spring-loaded pocket clip. This is perfect for everyday carry. And this is a nice EDC, like utility fighter design. It's really, really, really sweet. It's made from A2 tool steel. Has a nice fighting, really good point, so if you need to use that for piercing and stabbing, it slices really, really well. It's got these custom handle scales that I donated to James, my buddy, and look at these. Oh, look at that. Those pins are really nice, and that file work that was done on it is just absolutely amazing. Like I said, you're gonna see a video on how this one and its twin was made, so stay tuned for that. Last but not least in the non-BattlBox category is my glove box survival kit. You guys are going to be able to delineate a few items in here, but I'm not going to open it because a big huge video is coming out on this very soon. Like very soon this month, so if any YouTubers watch this video and try to copy this video, don't be a dick and do that because I worked really hard on this kit. This is my glove box survival kit, and I also, in the next couple days, I have my Micro Altoids fire kit coming out, which is that piece right there. It is chock full of a buttload of items. You're definitely not going to want to miss that video. That comes out on the 10th of November. Now, for all the stuff you guys are actually wanting to watch is what came in the battle box. But this is Mission 13. This is the welcome box, so I know a lot of you guys have seen these for months now. This is my first BattlBox. I have never had BattlBox before. I reached out to them and asked them, like, hey, I know you guys do a lot of YouTube reviews. I think you guys would like my spin and take on it. I would actually go out of my way to do a lot of testing for you guys and let my viewers see exactly how this stuff can be used live. And they basically said no. So I was like, all right. Well, I went ahead and bought it myself because I've been doing some research and found out it seems like it's a pretty darn good deal. And even in this box, it is an extremely good deal from the research that I've done. Oh, that's not to say that if BattlBox comes out to me today and says, hey, we would like you to check out our BattlBoxes. We see the situation you're in financially. We want to help you keep doing your videos. Would I say no? Heck no. I would be on board and I would like kiss their feet. But so next, first up is, this is all the stuff that comes in the basic box. This is the Speed Cinch stakes. These things are freaking awesome. You guys are going to see a demo on these in this video, so you guys can check that out. I'm going to be incorporating that with some tents and stuff that I actually have available. Next up is the Exotac fire sleeve for your Bic lighters, which is freaking awesome to be able to waterproof these in an emergency situation. You have the Zippo cedar fire starter, which is pretty freaking neat. I like the fact that you can kind of break this up and it does light pretty easy. I have used these before. These are not bad at all. Next up is the Light My Fire Spork set, which is pretty neat. And what I'm noticing about this solo camping kit is the fact that it pretty much gives you everything outside of maybe some trapping, but they still give you the tools you need. This is the Mini Inferno all-weather fire starter by the Pathfinder School. What I think is funny is they have patent pending on a DIY kit that I just showed off. And this is basically nothing but those cosmetic cotton rounds and some paraffin wax. The thing is, though, is I actually showed how to make this video. You can get 100 of these for $3 freaking. And you only get like 7 or 8 of them in this tin. So I was like, I don't know if that's really a good deal. They rate this Mini Inferno MSRP at $7.99, and I can easily find that 10 online for about $1.29, and for $3 you can build 100 of those fire starters. However, don't let that one item deter you for the rest of this box, because I did research on this box and this box is well worth the value. Next up are these Murphy mosquito candles. Now, the full MSRP value, according to BattlBox, is $47.78. So with my own independent research that I did, I was able to find all of this stuff for $41.41. But check that out, the basic box is only $24.99. So having to buy this stuff individually, I was able to find it as cheaply as $41. So in my mind, that's still a really, really good deal. Well, just like every other video, this is the advanced box. You get the Sawyer insect repellent. And this one, according to them, was rated at $9.99 MSRP, which was actually pretty close. I found it for $8.99 on Amazon. So that was pretty spot on. And this one took me a bit of research. This is their very vague camp stove set for $59.99, and this model is actually the Cool Night alcohol stove that I found on Amazon. It retails this exact model, and I found it on Amazon for $43.89. So it's not quite the $60 value they hold it up at, but it's still a really high quality alcohol stove. I've been playing with this and putting it together, and it's gonna go really, really great with this DIY project I've got coming up to use it in. But it comes with a nice carry pouch. It has this full setup, so you have a pot to boil some water, a little saucepan kind of thing, and it's all self-contained. It's a really nice kind of value. I like the fact that they included this. Next up is the Pro Box, and it has one item in it. This is the single person tent with mosquito net and rainfly. As you see, it has the BattlBox logo on it, and I was like, well, they have it MSRP'd at $199, and I was like, that's really high for a little tent. I mean, it was really expensive. However, I also did some digging. I found out it looks like they have a very close, very personalized partnership with Snugpack, and this model is actually the Ionosphere. I looked it up on Amazon, and even though this is MSRP'd with BattlBox for $199, the absolute cheapest I could find this model, which is a really good tent. You're gonna see me actually putting this together while I'm talking to you. Let you guys check that out. But the cheapest I found this was $134.88. So essentially speaking, if you got the Pro Plus package for $149 a month, you basically pay full retail price for the tent, and then they basically give you everything else for free, which is kind of blows your mind when you put it in that kind of perspective. And finally, for the Pro Plus package is basically their Knife of the Month club. And for this month, which was the welcome box, this is the Gerber LMF2 Infantry Survival Knife. Now, anybody who knows this knife knows that this knife is an amazing, amazing knife. I did some research online and did some digging on it before I decided to pop my mouth off on it. But they have this rated at a $90 or $89.95 MSRP. I found it on Amazon for $73.19. Still a really good price point for this knife. But what impressed me the most, just on Amazon, for this particular knife, I saw it had 4.7 out of 5-star rating. But that was over 1,100 people were enthralled and in love with this knife. So you're going to see me doing some thrashing and having some fun. I'm going to turn this into basically just do everything I can with this. You're going to see individual review. But I'll do some toying and playing with this while I'm actually talking to you guys. And while I'm talking to you guys and showing off the knife, I did my own individual research. And according to, for the Pro Plus package for this particular month, which is the welcome box, it rates it at a $470.70 value. And basically you pay $149. Now, I went ahead, like I said, through my own research. I was able to find everything individually. 98% of this I found on Amazon. However, the cheapest I could find any of this stuff together to get this exact same package would be $302.36. Now, I paid $149 for this stuff. I paid $150 for $300 worth of stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, that's an amazing deal. That's like super amazing deal. Like I couldn't ask for anything cheaper. And right now, all this stuff is really high rated. This is high quality stuff. I'm really excited because this is my first battle box, and when I found out I was actually getting the welcome box instead of mission 22 or mission 21, which is this month right now. It's going on right now. I was kind of happy because I saw this kit a few months back and I was really happy with it. So I do want to say overall thank you, BattlBox. Thank you for actually putting these kits together and making these worthwhile. Even though I spent my own money on this, I'm extremely happy with it. Due to my finances, guys, I don't know if I'll be able to do another month because this was purchased before all of my financial hardships and situations came through. But that just about does it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this gear update and this overview for my BattlBox welcome box. That just about does it for now, guys. Definitely give a big thumbs up to this video if these are the kind of updates and gear overviews you want to see. A lot more to come on this BattlBox. You're going to see a lot of testing and camping and usage on these tools and me incorporating these stuff into my kits and DIY projects. But that just about does it. I hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.